Welcome back. Three the hallway here with my co-host, Married Man Rob, with a Bachelor of Arts and Science, Palm Tree John on the bottom left. Well, my bottom left. I don't know where you see him at. Put your shit together. But anyway, we are back. We are talking some football. Please make sure you like, subscribe to our page on YouTube. Check out our videos, our Instagram page, Three the Hallway. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Buzzsprout, all types of outlets. Check us out. But let's talk NFL. NFL offseason. Fantasy draft around the corner. Preseason not too far behind. And we want to talk superstars. We want to talk production. We want to talk workhorse. We want to talk running backs. We want to talk about who we believe are going to be the top 5 productive running backs in the league next year. Tough conversation, I know, start for myself simply because off the top of my head, I came up with 10 running backs that could easily fall into the top 5. So I had to do some soul searching and some filling them out and come up with my top 5. Any of you guys want to begin? Want me to jump right in?
I'll jump right in. Rob, you want to jump in?
Mr. Football Head, jump in.
That's me?
You talking to me? Yeah, I think he's talking to you.
Oh, I'm the football head. All right, man. I'm going to do my list backwards, starting at number 5, which was the hardest choice. The hardest choice to make because I had to leave some folk out that I wrote down. But starting at number 5, I got Aaron Jones out in Green Bay. Not sure what the quarterback situation is going to be like out there, but we do know for the first time in a very long time the Packers have a workhorse at running back. I think that is the one definite thing they have going for the whole team right now, seeing as Devontae Adams is solely dependent off of a quarterback. So I think Aaron Jones will get a lot of touches. He'll be the workhorse. He's really good in between the tackles. He has the speed to break free. We did see a race with him and Tyreek Hill on the internet, and Tyreek Hill dusted him. But that's neither here nor there. Number 4, I got somebody coming back from injury. My most improved player coming into this year, Christian McCaffrey. The system is for him. He catches 90 passes out the backfield. He gets 400 or 500 carries out 300 carries out the backfield as well. They have receivers, so they can't stack the boxes. Stacking the boxes doesn't always work on someone that's really good at getting to the outside. Another speed back that can also catch. And, he's going to be productive both fantasy and in real life. I think he's going to score the most points for his team in general. I got Christian McCaffrey at number 4 for the Carolina Panthers. Number 3. 3 and 2 was real tough. I didn't know where to put them. I put Dalvin Cook at number 3. Let's just face it. Dalvin Cook is a premier back in the league. We talk about Minnesota. We don't like their quarterback sometimes. I have some footage on John hating on Kirk Cousins.
Stay hating.
They lost their best receiver 2 years ago, and my boy Stephon Diggs. They replaced him with Justin Jefferson. They have a pretty good receiving core. Adam Thielen is still solid, not a top 10 guy to me, but still solid. But Dalvin Cook makes that team go. If you can, like John has said on our show, Kirk Cousins is mistake prone. He's fumble prone. He's interception heavy prone. So you got to have someone that can run the ball and keep the clock and put you in situations where your quarterback can hit his targets, can have Adam Thielen line up in 2, 3, 4 different places and make him as best as he can be. Justin Jefferson on the outside. I think that Dalvin Cook is going to have an amazing year like he did last year. At number 2, I have Alvin Kamara. I wanted to drop him to number 3 simply because I'm not sure what that quarterback situation is going to be like out there with Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill. But Taysom runs the ball. Jameis is super mistake prone, and he has a lot to prove. Kind of like Aaron Jones, the only sure thing you have on that team is on that offense. In this case, on that offense is Alvin Kamara. He had a 6 touchdown game last year. He's that amazing. 6 touchdowns is 42 points. Some of your favorite teams might not have scored 42 points as a high last year. So let's be clear at how talented Alvin Kamara is. He's super young. He's in the prime of all the other guys. He sustained the least amount of injuries. I'm really expecting Alvin Kamara to keep any hopes that the Saints are a playoff team alive. And then at number 1, I got the number 1 guy from last year. It's no brainer to me who number 1 is. Derrick Henry. His offense just got better. They just added Julio Jones. AJ Brown is out for the kill. And he's Derrick Henry. You've seen the stiff arms. You've seen the 98-yard runs. You've seen him make guys twice your size look like little boys. What makes you think he's not going to do it again? He's hungry. He has an opportunity to put himself in the elite class of running backs to run for 2,000 yards more than twice. We could be sleeping on someone who, when they retire, may be considered one of the top 5 running backs of all time. It didn't start out that way, so it's definitely his first year. You didn't get what you wanted out of him, so it's great to see the progression. And I think it's okay to start mentioning him. You see the difference between me and John? Devin Booker has one really amazing season, and he's already throwing him in the top 5.
A top 5 talent.
I wait a few years, 3 years, and then I say, hey, we might start considering the guy. That's where I see Derrick Henry right now. So that's my top 5. And I love to throw shots at John whenever I get a chance.
Because he a hater.
Catching all them shots over here. I'm just going to say Devin Booker's in the finals right now. But that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
1 for 1. 1 playoffs, 1 finals. That's solid.
That's kind of legendary. But anyways, with that being said, my list doesn't differ from Todd's at the top 2. I definitely have number 1, Derrick Henry, Russian title holder for the last 2 years. Unstoppable force. It's like he just keeps getting better with time. You can't stop him, can't tackle him. He runs right through you. Don't matter how many people you put in a box. And now you got 2 dynamic weapons on the outside of him. I feel like his dynamic his production is going to go up. Number 2, I have Alvin Kamara. He had 21 total touchdowns last year. That's insane. Insane. And I think that he's going to be utilized even more this year because of the deficiencies with Jameis Winston, or Jason Tatum. Jason.
What the hell did you just say?
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill, sorry.
Yeah.
Taysom Hill. Sorry, Jason Tatum. I'm thinking about you, man. I hope you get well. The NBA, the team needs you. Team USA needs you. But with that being said, I think Kamara's going to be good. Number 3, I think that Christian McCaffrey is going to have a great year. I think that, yes, you do have Sam Darnold over there. You got Robbie Anderson, but the end-all, be-all with that offense ends and starts with Christian McCaffrey. He has some time to recover. I think that he's going to explode again this year as well. Following him, one person this is where we differentiate. I think that Browns running back, Nick Chubb, is going to be special. He's number 4 for me. I think that last year he couldn't even finish out the season. He only played 12 games and had 12 touchdowns. So that's touchdown per game. Imagine what happens when he plays 17 games now, an extended season. So I think that he's going to have a breakout year as well. Not a breakout year, but a better year. And then my last one is Dalvin Cook. Only because I feel like they're going to put the ball in the air more this year because of the production that they'd had with Jay Jetta in year 2. And you still have Adam Thielen over there, and Kirk Cousins got to get his check. You gotta play the man and pay him what he's paying to be playing for, if that makes sense. So that's my top 5. I would have Saquon in there. I'm not 100%.
Surprised. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm surprised you don't have Saquon. I thought you were just gonna be the homer and take Saquon regardless. But I do like the Nick Chubb pick. My only situation with the Nick Chubb pick is, like you said, a 17-game season. They do have another running back at Kareem Hunt that can also be a workhorse. I can see them splitting time and taking care of him because they are a championship contending team.
Yeah, man. I like y'all list, but listen, I just gotta do something real quick. I know a little
The champ is here! The champ is here!
About production and who the right players are.
Man, this some old bull.
So if you want, Married Man Rob's fantasy picks, and this is how I'm going with my list, right? I'm a number 1. I want option 1 kind of guy. So this is the number 1 options on my list and who I think gonna have the best years. At number 5, I think Saquon Barkley gonna have a comeback year. The way that Giant offense is set up for Saquon to succeed. So if he's just fifth best running back in the fantasy league. You got number 5 pick. Make sure you take him. He's gonna be the 5th most productive player. Number 4, Christian McCaffrey. The reason I got Christian McCaffrey at number 4 and not higher up on this list, I think that Matt Rule is a true believer in Sam Darnold. I think they're going to put the ball in the air a little bit more, kind of how John feels about Kirk Cousins. I think he got a new toy, a new quarterback, and he's ready to play with him. At number 3, I got Alvin Kamara. Just because the way the Saints offense is going to be set up this year, they're going to have to manufacture yards. They're going to try to get him involved. They don't have Drew Brees, who's a consistent threat to throw 70% from his passes. 7 out of 10 passes will be complete. He give you 250 yards, 250 plus yards. At number 2, this is where I kind of, it was tough for me. It was real tough. But I'm going to have to go with Derrick Henry at number 2, only because I feel like, again, they got Julio. You don't get a superstar wide receiver like that to not at least attempt to throw the ball a little bit more this year. So I think he might, instead of forgetting just for the story, 350 carries, he might get 290 this year. You know what I mean? And at number 1, the offense just doesn't click without Dalvin Cook. Like, listen, he's the way the Vikings play football is off the play action. And who do they have? It's Dalvin Cook. They need a 10-yard game on 2nd down and 20. They doing a screen pass at Dalvin Cook. It's 1st and 10. They running to Dalvin Cook. They on the goal line. They running with Dalvin Cook to set up the play action to Adam Thielen. They need a big pass and need 20-plus yards. Then they'll throw to Justin Jefferson. But I really think, just in my heart of hearts, in my fantasy mind of minds, and this championship belt right here shows that I kind of know what I'm talking about. I think Dalvin Cook is going to be the number 1 running back in fantasy or in production-wise this year.
Rob, you want to tell them how you got that?
Listen, man, I got this because I stayed up late nights and early mornings and making sure that I put the best team on the field. Granted, with any championship, it takes a tad bit of luck. You know, LeBron James thanks Ray Allen. People will say that Kawhi Leonard thanks the injury gods when he beat the Warriors. You know, Magic Johnson was hurt when Isaiah Thomas won his championships. Ty, you had 3 touchdowns with the Bills defense, and you woke up the next morning, there was 2. So listen, man. At the end,
I got Baltimore coated. They left in the middle of the night. I went to sleep a champion. I went to sleep a fantasy champion. I woke up a loser by 1 point.
Listen, at the end of the day, the history books going to state that Robert Hunter right here, 2020, is so shiny you can't even see it. That's my name right there. Kang! See it? Kang Hunter. That me.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Me. That's my fantasy take in best running backs for the upcoming season.
I think we ran out of time, fellas. I think that's all we got. Tune in next week. We're going to have some more basketball, more football talk. Real quick little tidbits. Conor McGregor, you got your ass whipped again. Get well soon, though. Stop talking to people's wives. You're doing too much. Dustin Poirier, congratulations. Hopefully you get a title shot. I mean, maybe
you're going to see him on the street. You're going to fight again, even if it's on the street.
Oh, my man Conor was talking crazy.
Crazy with his leg.
You're going to get it in your sleep. I'm going to kill you in your sleep. Your wife is in my DMs. He was wilding. Conor was going ape. Conor was wilding.
It's time to hang up the fighting gloves for Conor McGregor, man. His wave is over. I think he's more of a name than a fighter now. Like, his wave done up.
I'll tell you what Conor McGregor's next match is going to be. It's going to be a handicap match in the WWE. Somebody, Conor McGregor.
He might fight Jake Paul.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Look to see Conor in some celebrity fighting matches, or he could just hop in a movie. I can see him in Fast 15. I can see it. But that's all we got for y'all. Again, like, subscribe, YouTube, 3 The Hard Way, the podcast, Instagram, 3THW, Facebook, Twitter, same tag names, same guys. Check out our videos. We put up some compilations. We also want to shout out Loyal to the Game. AAU tournament happening for the young folk out in Brooklyn, Nazareth Park. We caught some video of that. We'll be catching some more video of that tournament as well, throwing up the young boys so you guys can see what the future of Brooklyn basketball looks like. Until next time.
One more thing, if you're in the Lehigh Valley area, 3 the Hallway will be playing this Saturday at the Eastern Enforcers Classic. If you think that we just talking about basketball and don't know, it's gonna let y'all know we got a championship too with that change. We just champions around here. We just collect chips. That's what we do. But be there. 6 o'clock.
All right, y'all. 3 the Hallway.